2 seconds. All right, well, I hope that some of you guys can join me today. I've been on 3 different podcasts today, and each and every one of them were almost of the exact same content and the same story that I essentially shared. So I just thought I would come on again and share it live on my page. And ultimately, let me tell you a little bit of a story about why I am developing, or where all my coaching, where all this stuff has come from, and what I'd like to share with you ultimately. Well, Tracy would like to say that it was about 10 years ago. We had a sprawling business, 2 young kids. Tracy's gorgeous. Like, there's just so many benefits to what was going on. You would look from the outside world and look at what we had going on and think, well, what more could you ask for? But inside, I said to Tracy, I said, I don't really feel anything. And it was not like I didn't feel for her. It wasn't like I felt pain or anxious or anxiety or panic, but I didn't feel any excitement, any enthusiasm. I just kind of got off track, and I went and studied everything I could, every mentor, guru, process, everything under the sun. And listen, I've been talking with so many people, and I thought for a long time this was just something that I was going through. I didn't really realize that ultimately what I was experiencing was what we like to call the midlife triangle of chaos, or midlife crisis. But it blows me away to know that there's many of you that are out there that are just in a state of, like, pardon my French, but what the fuck next? Where do I go? Where do I find this passion? I'm watching person after person after person, particularly through COVID, go into a state of depression, or again, that feeling of loss keeps coming up. Some of you have lost your jobs. Some of you, like us, have stopped most of our work. So there's that loss of continuity that we're used to, or that we've set up in our life in order to get our values met. So I want you to consider for a second, if this resonates with you, ultimately where a lot of the feelings and sensations of feeling lost and or depressed at this point in time really just comes from not getting our values met. Now, each of us have a unique set of values, and each of them can be used, when you realize them, constructively to derive our main feel-good neurochemicals, serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, endorphin, etc. And all of these different neurochemicals will rise as we push forwards. Dopamine through accomplishment, endorphin through exercise, high intensity exercise, oxytocin through strong connection, serotonin through fulfilled action. All these types of things are driven on a daily basis. But again, when we stop doing the things that we are used to doing that get us these neurochemicals, what happens is we actually experience a bit of a withdrawal. We actually go into a withdrawal pattern, and it can be experienced just like somebody leaving a chemical dependence. And so we particularly with social distancing, for those of you that have a strong call to connection, like if connection is really important to you, right now, if you're not connecting in a very strong way, you will certainly experience a withdrawal of oxytocin, serotonin, etc., that runs through your body when you're strongly connected with others. So the question becomes, if you're in a state right now where you either feel kind of lost, or if you're feeling that depression that's setting in, I mean, one option is just to go and sedate. I know many of you that are out there right now that are out there drinking and drugs and whatever else that comes along with that. There's myriad different forms of sedation. I don't know how many people have told me that they're binge watching different shows on TV or sedating with social media, and we all fall into that. It's not like it's not like I'm the god in this. The reality of it is that's where the brain goes. The brain wants to be fed. So where can you start? Where do you go? I mean, I've got a list of the different gurus, mentors, and different solutions that I've had, but I would just have you consider that if you're finding yourself in this space, find me and some of my coaches through Men and Women of Iron. We coach through a process using tools, what we call the Freedom Formula. Just come and join the group. The group is free. You'll find webinars and content, and literally, if you want to just sit down and you want to utilize this time to dive a little bit deeper into yourself, please come and join it. It's called the Freedom Formula Facebook group, or Freedom Formula Challenge. Freedom is spelled with 2 E's just to make it complicated. And listen, come and join us. I've got multiple coaches that are in there that are going to help bring you up to speed. There's no charge for this. We just want to share some of our ideas, strategies, tools, and processes that we use to get a little bit of clarity on what's going on, get some traction in your business or just in your life in general. And if you want to do this, not just on your own, and realize you're not the only one. It's coming at me like a tidal wave right now that so many of you are out there just looking to latch into something. So listen, if you want some clarity, come join the group. We're going to be dropping content in there left, right, and center. Not just me, multiple coaches are going to be dropping content into that. If you want to know where to start, search when you get into the Freedom Formula group, search webinar. It'll give you a place just to start if you're looking for something constructive to do to move in that process. Anyway, I just want to say thank you for listening. I hope in some way, shape, or form this has been beneficial, and I hope that some of you come and join and learn some of the tools that we have to offer. It's been a life-changing experience for me, learning from all the mentors that I've gone through, and I just want to share and give back. Come and join us. That's all I got. Bye for now.